ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له إله الأولين والآخرين وديان يوم الدين وجامع الناس ليوم لا ريب فيه يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. روح الفداء لمن أخلاقه شهدت بأنه خير مبعوث من البشر عمت فضائله كل البلاد كما عم البرية ضوء الشمس والقمر. أما بعد، يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. اليهود زعموا وجدوا أن سليمان كان ساحرا ووجدوا وتعلموا السحر من ذلك، فكذبهم الله عز وجل بقوله واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان. Jewish, they said the prophet Suleiman, he was a magician. And then they said they learned the magic from him, from his book. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he proved that they are lying. And he said in the Quran, وَاتَّبَعُوا مَا تَتْلُو الشَّيَاطِينَ. They are following what the shayateen, what the devils teaching them and helping them for magic. It's not from Sulaiman. وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانَ. This is showing that the magic is disbelieving. The one who doing magic, he's a disbeliever. The one who getting magic, he's a disbeliever. The one who accepted, the one who supported, he's a disbeliever. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, truly they followed the mockery of the shaitan and the knowledge of the devil. Prophet Sulaiman, he wasn't a disbeliever. So meaning magic is disbelieving. That's why he said that وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانَ. He didn't disbelieve. وَلَكِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ كَفَرُوا. But the devils, they disbelieve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يُعَلِّمُونَ النَّاسَ السِّحْرَ. They teach the people magic. They teach the people, as you know, there's a lot of women got divorced because of magic. There's a lot of families separated because of magic. There's a lot of, friends separated because of magic. A lot of people suffering with the diseases, with the illnesses because of magic. Magic not doing except hurting others. There is no good in magic at all. 100% is evil. So that's why Islam point to it as a disbelieving. They teach the people to hurt others. وَمَا أُنزِلَ عَلَى الْمَلَكَيْنِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he points in the Quran, magic was started from two, let's say two first, and then say two what? Magic started from two in the city of Babel in Iraq. Some scholars, they said how Harut or Marut, just like Ya'juj or Ma'juj, there's two tribes of people. So Harut or Marut was two tribes of the jinn. Some other scholars, they said there was two men from the human, two men with the name Harut and Marut. They was teaching others magic. Some others, they said there was two angels. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent them as a test for the people. Who gonna accept and who's not gonna accept it? They were telling people, this is the fitna, this is the test. We are here for a test. Don't learn this thing. This is disbelieving. وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت وما يعلمان من أحد حتى يقولا إنما نحن فتنة فلا تكفر. They not teach anyone except they tell him, don't learn this because this is disbelieving. This is a test for you. Don't learn it. And then they learn from magic. They separate between a man and woman. They make man and woman to hate each other, or maybe they make a magic to love each other, or they make magic for, separate them from the parents. From one side, man's parents or wife's parents. So the magic always doing evil, always evil. وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت وما يعلمان من أحد حتى يقولا إنما نحن فتنة فلا تكفر فيتعلمون منهما ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه. And then after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا هُمْ بِضَارِّينَ مِنْ أَحَدٍ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. And top of this, even they are learning magic. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how he and His pre-decree, the killing has happened, fighting has happened, stealing has happened. Allah doesn't want people to kill, doesn't want people to steal, doesn't want people to make adultery and fornications and drink alcohol and all this happening. It's a test for the people. So the same thing, but they not harm anyone without the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah doesn't want it happen, they're not going to able to harm anyone. What they learning, they only hurt themselves. And they have nothing in the day of judgment. They have no nasib. They have no good on the day of judgment. They have nothing in the day of judgment except punishment. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at the end of the ayah, said, وَلَقَدْ عَلِمُوا لَمَنِ اشْتَرَاهُ مَا لَهُ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنْ خَلَاقٍ. If they know, they have no good in the day of judgment. They have no reward except punishment and hellfire. And we have hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Hadith Abu Hurairah, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اجتنبوا السبع الموبقات. الموبقات المهلكات. أي اجتنبوا أي ابتعدوا. ابتعدوا عما يجركم عن الأسباب التي تأخذكم إلى فعل هذه الأمور المهلكات. اجتنبوا السبع الموبقات. قال الشرك بالله. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, he commanded believers. The hadith is in Bukhari. He said, stay away from 7 actions truly is destroying. Stay away from the reasons take you to these actions, because destroying everything, destroyed your deen, your religion, destroyed your heart, destroyed your body, destroyed your life, destroyed the day of judgment for you. What's these actions? The Prophet ﷺ, he said, beware, stay away from any reason take you to these actions. The first one he said, Ashirku billah. Stay away, beware to make a partner for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Beware to make a partner for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who's saying this? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Who told him this? Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. اجتنبوا السبع الموبقات. Stay away from 7 actions truly is destroying. The first one, he said, beware to make a partner for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That the Muslims, they make a partner for Allah. Amongst the Muslims, there's people they make a partner for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes. The people doing it without knowing. For example, who can benefit you and who can remove harm from you? Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But amongst the Muslims, they have a problem in this part. Some people, they have a hand, an eye in the middle of the hand, picture or metal, whatever, they hang it in a car or in the house. They said this is protect from the evil eye. These people, they're making a partner for Allah, and they don't know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the one only able to protect you. He's the one only alone able to remove harm from you. Did you see this, brothers? No. Amongst the Muslims doing this? Yes. There's a brother, he was looking for a car. He said, I found a car. I found a brother, he's a Muslim brother. And then he said, I found this hand with the eye is hanging by the mirror in the car. I said, brother, what is this? He said, I asked the brother, I said, what is this? He said, this is protect the car from the evil eye. He doesn't say evil eye. He said, this is protect the car. This is the protection. He said, I grab a hammer. I said, if I want to break the windows, he's going to protect me to break the windows? He said, no, brother, no, don't do that. This is, just... I said, brother, why you forget about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Why you relying on something which is no way to protect you for nothing and with nothing? How are you doing this? He said, if you want the car, just leave it alone. If you don't want it, so it's just leave. So this is just an example. That's why the Prophet ﷺ, he said, stay away from 7 actions. Truly, if you fall to it, it's destroying. Meaning destroy, as we said, your religion, your heart, your body, your vision, your life, your grave, in the day of judgment. Destroy everything. If you make a partner for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who created you? Allah. Who protect you? Allah. Who provide you? Allah. If you think something else protect you and support you and provide you, so you make it a partner for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then coming to another example, the people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He commanded Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the Quran, He said, قُلْ بَلَا وَرَبِّي. He commanded the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam when the mushrikeen, when the Quraysh, they said, we're not going to be resurrected on the day of judgment. There's no way to go back. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He told the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to swear by Allah. to swear by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will be resurrected on the day of judgment. And then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, لا تحلفوا بآبائكم ولا بأمهاتكم من كان حالفا فليحلف بالله أو ليصمت من حلف بغير الله فقد كفر أو أشرك. So there's a many ahadith showing that if someone swear by other than Allah, he make a partner for Allah. This is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. It's not me, it's not a scholar. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, if you don't swear by your parents, mothers or fathers, if someone want to swear by Allah, or just be quiet, don't swear. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, whoever swear by anything other than Allah, he make a partner for Allah. And then how many Muslims they do that? How many percentage of the Muslims they fall to this? How many percentage of the people they seek barakah from the imam, from the maulana, from the sheikh? How many people? If you're really looking for barakah, it's only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you barakah. Yes, your maulana, your sheikh, your imam direct you, teach you. That's it. There's no more. Maybe he's teaching you and you better than him. You don't know. Maybe I'm sitting here and I try to teach you the hadith. I try to mention the ayah to you. But maybe I'm worse than all of you. Who knows? It's only Allah. So meaning, how many people they seek barakah from other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? There's a lot. There's a lot. So there's many different ways people making partners for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They go to the grave. They ask the grave. They ask the person who in the grave. If he was able to benefit, he will benefit himself. So if they have something to do, they will do for themselves. And people going to ask them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, many ayat in the Quran commanding the believers to ask Allah alone. Don't ask anything else. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ. If someone asks you about me, let him ask me. Let him make dua and call. I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer him. I'm going to give him what he's looking for. If he's looking for good, I will give him good. If he's scared from something, I will protect him. This is Allah alone. Nobody else. Anyway, so this is the first part, the subject, and I'm just going to mention the hadith because the point is not this part. The point is that we was talking about the magic. And then he said the second thing. He said, beware of 7 things, 7 actions. The first one, beware to make a partner for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the second one, beware of magic. Beware of magic. This is, brothers, these days, very common and spreading everywhere. Let me tell you who can do magic. Who can do magic? The person who is able to do magic has to be evil. If he's not evil, not able to make magic. So from the evilness, the devils, they ask him, for example, to write the Quran with the blood of women, period. From the evil, the devil, they ask him to take the Quran to the bathroom. Put it under your foot or your feet in the bathroom. and put it in the bathroom. And they will do it. Devil, they will tell them to read the Quran opposite way. So they do it. The shayateen, they ask him to curse Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to curse his words, and to humiliate the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they do it. They have to do it. So they have, if they have more evil, so their magic will be more strong. Less evil, less effect. Because the magic is coming from the evil of the soul. When he blows something, he will affect it with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because, if he's have more evil, so he affect more. So not anyone able to do magic in general. Magic happened to the eyes. So, during the time of Musa, the magicians of Fir'aun, they سحروا أعين الناس. They not make magic on the bodies, on their bodies, but they did magic front of their eyes. They changing stuff and they don't know. We see magic even right now. Sometimes, maybe in the videos, you see magic, but it's not affecting your body, affecting your vision. You're seeing something opposite way, not the right way. It's a trick. It's not true. Because when they came to Musa, the magicians, when they came to Musa with the snakes, and the snakes is not real snakes. But front of the eyes of the people is the snakes. So there's a different type of magic. Magic, affect the eyes only. Front of your eyes is something different. You don't see something correct. Or affect the body, make you sick. Probably showing cancer, whatever illnesses in the body. And it's from the magic. It's not the real, illness. Or maybe affect the intellect, make the person abnormal. So there's affect three ways. Three different ways affect the people. One is affect the eye of the people, just front of the eye. If you now look at it, nothing wrong with you. But when you look at the magic, you see something opposite way. Or affect the body, make the person sick. With the illnesses, living with, going to the doctors, they have a different type of, tests. They see nothing, and he's sick. So make the body sick, or make the person, like crazy. Make the person abnormal. Affect the intellect, affect the body, affect the intellect, and affect the vision. And the Prophet ﷺ, he said, Hadith Abu Hurairah, من أتى كاهنا أو عرافا فصدقه بما يقول فقد كفر بما أنزل على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. He said, whoever going to the fortune teller or going to the magician and he asked him for something, he disbelieved what Allah sent to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You see how evil? If someone, you're not making magic, you just go to the magician, you ask him about something, and you believe what he's saying. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, you disbelieved what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We have another narration. He said, من أتى كاهنا أو عرافا فسأله عن شيء لم يذكر فيصدقه فسأله عن شيء لم تقبل له صلاة 40 ليلة. whoever came to the magician or fortune teller and he asked him for something, he not mention if he believe him or not. The person, he just asked him a question. The Prophet ﷺ, he said 40 days your salah is not accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And even if he stop, he cannot stop. He cannot stop. He had to pray. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not accepting because he went to the magician. He asked about something. You see how evil, and you see what happening to the people these days. There's a lot of people have problem. There's a family. I know the family closely. They have no problem. Very nice family. Unity between them. They're very close to each other. You know, overnight, somebody did magic to the family. All separate. The mother going somewhere, brother going somewhere, sister somewhere, the other brother somewhere. That's all separated in overnight. They said the person who make magic, they was learning to become a magician, and they said, let's try to from the neighbor to see if our magic is worth. They not did it for nothing except to try it. And they did the magic and they throw it and get water, the source of the water. So they not did it, they not did it for any other reason. They said, they're learning for a while, they're learning to become a magician. And then they said, let's try from the neighbor to see if we able to do, or our magic is worth. And then this is the way they did it to the family. They all got separated. Another family, this here in Rochester, another family, and most of you know the brother. Many times he was going to suicide, to kill himself. Because of the magic. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's only alone, protect him and nullify this magic, and he back to normal after a while. So he was many times. I used to go to the family. I entered the house. I do ruqyah for the brother. I'm sitting there. He's in front of me. I'm doing ruqyah, reading Quran on him. After some time, he turned around to me and said, who opened the door for you? When you came to my house? I said, you opened the door for me. He said, no, that's not right. He don't know I'm there. He don't know. He go to the college. He drove back his son. He picked up his son to home, and then when he get home, he said, why you not call me? Who brought you home? I said, you came. So no, you're lying. I didn't left the house today. That you just came, you picked me up. We don't know. So this was, he's walking around. He's working, but he don't know, most of the time he don't know what he's doing. So this is, brothers, if all people, all Muslims against this action, I think this is one of the reasons after be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after Allah's mercy. This is one of the reasons if we all, fight it and reject it, disappoint it, I think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep it away from us. We have to be aware of this. This is the evil action. So if we not worry about it, so we may fall to it. We may fall to it. Do you know okay, I leave this part, for next time. We have let's finish a hadith. I don't know how long we've been talking. Can you tell me?
30 minutes.
How long?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Should I leave some time for questions if someone has a question?
Can we finish the 17?
Huh?
Just headline of the 17.
Okay. So we have the first one was beware to make a partner for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second one, beware to make to do magic or believe magic or to go to magician. The third one, وَقَتْلُ النَّفْسِ الَّتِي حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ. Beware to kill people without right. And then this is, I think, alhamdulillah, Allah protect us from this action. And a lot of people fall into this, you know, especially Muslims between each other. I just hear something today and make me like shocked. From last year, it's almost less than a year. Over 15,000 people got killed in Sudan between each other. Less than a year. 15,000 Muslims killed between each other. Do you believe that? Just fighting between each other. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض كأنما قتل الناس جميعا. Whoever killing someone without right or spreading evil between the people, as a person who killed all people upon the earth. So what about if someone killing 1, 2, 3, 10,000? We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us. I don't want to take too long, but this is the number 3. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, beware to kill someone without right, meaning beware, don't get close to the reasons, take you to this action. Also don't support, don't help, don't be part of this action. And then number 4, he said also beware to deal with interest, riba. Beware to deal with interest. And this is also one of the actions is spread between the people, and a lot of Muslims fall to it. And they're under many excuses. I need a house, I need a car, I need such, I need such, I need such. A lot of people fall into this. And then this is something, this action, which is interest, to deal with the interest, deal with the riba. There is no warning from the Quran and Sunnah stronger than warning for riba. There is no, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He warned people from many actions. But there is no action Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned the people from it stronger than dealing with interest in the Quran. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وذروا ما بقي من الربا إن كنتم مؤمنين فإن لم تفعلوا فأذنوا بحرب من الله ورسوله. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, oh, you believe, leave off whatever left of the interest. Leave it off. Meaning stop. If you are a believer, if you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or on the day of judgment, leave off the interest. If you not, be ready that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala start a war with you. And then what's the war of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah will remove barakah from everything you have. Allah will take barakah away from your deen, from your religion. Take the barakah away from your body. Take the barakah away from intellect. Take the barakah away from your kids. Take the barakah away from your wife, from your wealth, from your house. Everything will be miserable after some time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He give you time. He give you some time, maybe you change, maybe you make tawbah, maybe you return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If not, after a while you see what's going to happen to the family. You're gonna see every part of your family is miserable. Every part of the family is incorrect. There is no unity in the family. There is no barakah of the time. There is no barakah. Step by step, will be careless about the salah, careless about the religion, careless about the haram. So it will be careless about the kids, careless about the wife. Then everything will be upside down. And then we have number, I think 5. وَأَكْلُ مَالَ الْيَتِيمِ. Beware to eat from the food of the orphans. Beware to take the food or wealth of the orphans. Beware of that. There's there's a opinion of the scholars from the ayah from the Quran. If you're going to benefit these orphans, if you really want to take care of these orphans, to take care of them, to support them, to help them, and if you eat from their food while you're in need, it's okay. But otherwise, beware of that. Be away from that. And then number 6, وَتَوَلِّي يَوْمَ الزَّحْفِ. Also, beware when you, in the army of the Muslims, you fighting your enemy, beware to run away. Beware to run away. Because this is from the major sense. And then number 7, وَقَذْفُ الْمُحْسَنَاتِ الْغَافِلَاتِ الْمُؤْمِنَاتِ. Beware to slander the honorable women, pure women, honorable people. Beware of slandering them. This is men or women. Beware of that. Don't slander people. Be away from this action. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول من قال في مسلم ما لم يكن فيه أسكنه الله ردغة الخبال حتى يخرج مما قال. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he said, whoever said something about the Muslim and what he's saying is not true, Allah will have him to live in ردغة الخبال. What's the ردغة الخبال? ردغة الخبال, the people of the hellfire, they are burning, and whatever coming out from them during the burning, the blood and oil and whatever is coming, this is they call ردغة الخبال. Allah will make him to live in there until he bring a proof for what he said about him. Like if you say, this person, he's a thief, and he's not. If you say this person, he's a drinker, and he's not. If you say this person, he's a liar, and he's not. If you say this person is, bad names, you're making a bad name for him, and he's not. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, حبيبي حبيبي
عفوا 6 قتل النفس شرط عليه.
لا حديث، أنا ذكرت حديث النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول من قال في مسلم ما لم يقل فيه، أي من قال في مسلم، في مثلا يقول عنه كذاب، أو يقول عنه نمام، أو يقول عنه شارب الخمر، أو يقول عنه منافق أو فاسق أو مبتدع أو من يقول في مسلم ما ليس فيه وكلامه غير صحيح، أسكنه الله ردغة الخبال. ردغة الخبال أي عصارة أهل النار. عصارة أهل النار أي ما يخرج بعد حرقهم. ماذا يخرج منهم؟ لهم يحترقون عصارة. سيسكن هناك، الله سبحانه وتعالى يسكنه في ذلك المكان حتى يأتي بدليل ما قال في هذا المسلم، أي بمعنى يكون في هناك، لأنه لا يستطيع، لأنه هو أصلا كذب عليه، فلا يستطيع أن يأتي بدليل.
صح؟ فهو يسكن في عصارة أهل النار في ردة الخبال حتى يأتي بدليل ولا يأتي بدليل. نعوذ بالله من ذلك. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whoever's lying or slandering any Muslim, the hadith said, وَقَذْفِ الْمُؤْمِنَاتِ الْمُحْصَنَاتِ الْغَافِلَاتِ الْمُؤْمِنَات. And you slandering a pure woman, honorable woman, and you slandering, she had adultery. Like for example the Shia, they say Aisha al-Mu'minin, زوجة الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم, she make adultery. You know, how this, I don't know, you know, it's hard to say about someone you don't know. So what about the wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The wife of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the most beloved person from the man to the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is the last one. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us. If there's any question, inshallah,